Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about House of Dragon Season 3. 3? 3. It's finally over. Oh my gosh. I feel like every time this show even with Game of Thrones, whenever that first show started coming out, or came out, and now this show, I know there's only like 8 episodes per season. Like the last show or Game of Thrones was like 10 episodes, I think, but this season it's only been 8, and the last few seasons too. These feel so long. Like it just takes so long for each episode to come out, and I know they come out on a weekly basis, and I think that's why I'm just so used to these shows coming out like all the episodes right away, just like Reacher in a way. I don't know. It's just something that I just thought about. But overall, we're on season 3, just finished. I'm just gonna dive in and just start talking about this season. So actually, I should probably give my thoughts first about the last couple of seasons. Um, so far, I'm enjoying House of Dragon. Season 1 is definitely, I think, still my favorite. Season 3 is definitely up there, but season 1 is still my favorite. Season 2 was kind of slow. It reminded me of, I think it was just like the first episode being great, and then the last episode as well. Everything in the middle, fluff. Just fluff, 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 dragging along, kind of slow for that season. And this season 2 was kind of the same way, but it definitely had more episodes where it definitely kept you interested and intrigued in. And those episodes in particular was episode 1, episode 2, episode 7, and episode 8. Basically, it's the first 2 episodes of the season and then the last 2 episodes of the season. Not that the rest of the episodes in this season weren't terrible. It's just it didn't really have much impact in this overall season comparable to the other episodes. And I just remember so much from these episodes in particular. Because especially the first episode was amazing. It definitely hooked me in. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to watch the next episode, and it definitely delivered as well. The first episode being the Salt and Sea, Fire and Blood. Oh my gosh, I think that's the one where what's his name, Prince Jacaris died. That was insane. I could not believe something like that happened. Oh wait, by the way, look at this. So of course I got my Soundcat right here. Let it focus in. Look, has his headphones. Awesome, funny, hilarious. Whoop. And then look at this new one. Let it focus in. Hopefully it focuses in. Camera cat. Oh, wait, if I just don't move. There it is. Beautiful. Oh, wonderful. All right, I just wanted to show you guys. I thought it was really neat. But overall, the first episode, we saw the death of Prince Jacaris. I think that's how you pronounce his name. That the way it ended, the way it was showcased, was brutal, but also jaw dropping too. It was just the first start of the episode. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm hooked. This is crazy. And same thing in the second episode, we finally see the aftermath of that incident as well. And I believe in the second episode that's when Rhaenyra finally goes to. I'm blanking on what There's so many names in this show. I would think that I would know about this right now as I've seen Game of Thrones many times, but I'm still blanking. Right? In King's Landing. There we go. She finally gets back to King's Landing and is finally taking over. And her and what's it, Queen? What's her name? Helena. No, Helena. No, Helena. Allison. Queen Allison finally see each other after Rhaenyra kills her dad, which is crazy. Who used to be the Hand and everything. Oh, that was a crazy scene. That was a crazy pull. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? Like so much happened in the first 2 episodes. I was very baffled by it, and I thought that was amazing. And so right after that, that's when we finally get to see Queen Rhaenyra finally just become a queen and sees the struggles of what it takes to be basically a ruler in this. And she's just going like, well, it's not what it's all cracked out to be. She has to be more ruthless, and she's quite the opposite of that. And we kind of slowly see the dissension of that through the end of this season. And I think that's why like the beauty of like the last two episodes, because it kind of goes up and then goes down a little bit, but not too down, but then goes back up again, because now you're just like, okay, I'm thinking that the next season is for sure going to be the last season. Hopefully, I'm only saying that just because I do think that if it goes for a fifth season, it's gonna drag the same way in how season two was, and I'm really hoping it just ends in season four, because at the end, the way that everything's just ending, right? Because like so much happened in this season in particular, where we lost a lot of characters. Another person that died, where I was like, just took me out. I was like, whoa, what just happened? And I think it was like episode 7 is where Sir Kristen Cole's death finally, like, he died. And I just honestly, I was kind of shocked. I didn't think he was gonna die in this particular season, but he did. And it was also kind of, I don't know, that guy was so annoying. So I was just like, just get rid of this dude. I don't know how he's still in here. He just has so much hate towards everyone in this show, where I'm like, why is he here? I'm like, and he's not really, I know he's trying to prove his worth. And I think that scene where he just talks about he just wants to be able to do his own thing, which I totally I get. But at the same time, like, this show isn't about you. So then why am I spending time with you? So when he finally died, I was like, freaking finally. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember his name, but he's from the north. He has like long white hair, long white beard. He has like axes. I thought that guy alone, he is so cool. He is so awesome. I love that character. I want to see. I would say I want to see more of him, but the way this last episode ended, he definitely died. He died, and I was like, damn. Of course, but then again, they said he's gonna die, and he was all for it, and he definitely died in Blades of Glory. So that was amazing to watch. Of course, I think the interesting aspects too, where it was more, I was just kind of interested in how they're gonna continue with this plot line, and it's with Aemon Targaryen with the witch. And so Aemon Targaryen, I think it's like after the second episode, he gets stuck with the witch this pretty much this entire season, until he gets confronted by his brother Aemon. Was it Aemon? No, Aegon. So yeah, Prince Aemon gets confronted by his older brother, the original king, Aegon. But the witch mentions this thing where it's like having a witch as the queen, and then Aemon Targaryen the dragon, and they could be like some powerful couple in this world, which is really interesting, because I'm like, yeah, we haven't seen that before. So I'm like, are they going to do something with that? I don't know. But then again, Prince Aemon's also like, I can't believe I killed my brother. Aegon though, he's stepping up. He was an annoying ass brat, but in this season in particular, he definitely stepped up, and I can see him ruling. I can see it now, because he's definitely trying to prove his worth now, especially when he lost everything and how he sees everything around him when he had to like literally live in the slumps of all. So I'm interested to see where they go with him, for sure. Let's see. Oh my gosh. But I think that was pretty much it. Because at the end, like, this season itself, it was definitely it was a slow burn, especially in the middle, because not a lot has happened, except for like the very beginning of the show and then the very end. And so that's why I'm like really hoping this next season is the last season of this show, just because in that way it ends with it just being a really, really good show, especially if it's such a prequel series to Game of Thrones. And just because how everyone was so divided from that show in particular, that I just definitely wanted to end in a good note, and not something where people are so divisive about too. My stand-up performances with it's Emma Darcy as Rhaenyra. I think she does a great job in portraying the queen, and especially showcasing like her, like the struggles that she's having in that role of being a ruler, and her basically succumbing to this like new role that she has to be because of the world that she lives in. And so I think that was great. All right, Lord Corlys. He is the like one of the, how do I say it? Damn, what is it? The one of the bastard sons for the sea captain, the sea lord or whatever. His name, the actor's name is Steve Tosaint. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. I think he does. I think he's doing a great job, particularly in this season, especially the last episode too. And I really hope we get to see more of him in the next season. Just see more of what he wants out of his, I guess, like from his character, like what he wants from this. I'm really interested to see where it goes. And then also Queen Helena Targaryen. That's played by Fia Sabin. Fia Sabin. She definitely has more scenes in this season in particular, just because she is utilized more for her dreams and like what her future may be, what the future may become from either Rhaenyra or from like other prospects as well. So we definitely got to see more of her role in this. And I don't know, it kind of sucked when she also died too. And I was just like, damn. I was like, what's gonna happen now? I don't know. So overall, I thought the season was pretty good. Definitely better than the last season. I'll say that. And I'm so glad I'm sticking with it because I really need to know how it's going to end. I imagine it's going to be a bunch of dragons everywhere fighting and all, and it's going to be one big CGI fest, and I'm just like, all right, cool, but how long can that last? That's the main thing. Because I know in this show in particular, they're waiting and waiting and waiting. I know we got some of that in the last season as well, where a bunch of dragons were fighting one another, and that was great to watch. Sorry, guys, I just hate. But I think when it comes to this show, at least with me as a viewer, sure, the dragon fights, awesome, great, love to see. But that's not what makes this show so interesting as well. What makes it so interesting is definitely the war aspects and the social dynamics and social constructs that are built into this show, into this world, that are the challenges that they have to face. Because even with the dragons that they have, they still face so many challenges with or without dragons. And that's what makes this show so interesting, because at the end it's like, sure, you may have like this big powerful weapon, but it's still not enough, especially to control or even lead the people that you have. Like that's where I'm just so invested in as well. And just seeing like these different character dynamics too, and like different personalities interacting with one another. So I'm just interested to see how this show in particular ends, especially in the next season. I really hope the next season is the last season. I hope that we just get more of the same, especially if it's like similar to how this season was. I'd be happy. I'd be happy, or especially if it's from the first season. But it's particular in this season. I just hope they don't waste an episode of just like slowly building up to something or showcasing other things, because I know there's still so much left. So many unanswered questions that were left in this season. Like one high tower as left with the dragon. Just like so many things, Aegon and Aemon, they finally meet together at the end of this season, and now they're just, I don't know, it's like, are they going to decide to go back and take King's Landing, go kill Queen Rhaenyra, their sister, half-sister? But I don't know, it's just all that stuff. So overall, guys, let me know what you guys think down there below, what you guys expect. What was your favorite episodes from this season? Do you even care? That's the one thing. Do you even like Game of Thrones? I enjoyed Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones. Sorry, guys. Sure, there's some other things I would say, but I'll save that for another video if you guys want to hear that. But overall, I thought this season was really good, and I can't wait for the next season, which is in what, 4 years? 3 or 4 years? Oof. But I'll catch you guys next time. Wait, like, comment, and subscribe though too. But then I'll catch you guys next time.